What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is our player ratings video for the Springboks and their win, their 73-0 win against Wales. What an amazing performance from the Springboks and the perfect way to end the year for them. Just before we get started, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee account, so if anybody enjoys the content and wants to help support the channel and help the channel grow, please, I'd really appreciate it if you guys go there and show your support. But yeah, let's get right into it. At number 1, Gerard Steenkamp. I'm going for a 7.5 out of 10. He was absolutely solid. He was all over the park, and his scrumming has been incredible. He's been one of the Springboks' better props this year. I mean, all the props have been good, but he's just come back and he's been flying since his injury. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for him. Johan Krobler, I've gone for the same, 7.5 out of 10. He was really good around the park. His lineouts were solid. He's looking much better. He's looking ready, really ready for this level of rugby. And I'm very excited to see his progress going forward. Number 3, Volkelo, I've gone for an 8 out of 10. He was just class. He is just dominant, and he just does what he wants on the field. He's incredible, and he's probably been one of the Springboks' best props this year. I mean, in my opinion, he's the second best prop. But then you have the likes of Thomas Tutoy, who was in the dream team this year for the world best 15. So Springboks is stocked at prop right now. So for Volkelo, I've gone for an 8 out of 10. For Jean Klein, I've gone for a 7.5 out of 10. I think he made a very big impact when he played today. He's really good at getting around the park, and him and Ruan Orkia almost play a like for like type of game. Like, they have big engines and they just keep going. That's why I kind of like the likes of Jean Klein, Franco Mostert, and Ruan Orkia on the field together, because they just get stuck in, and you know that nobody's going to get through them easily, and they just hit the rocks so hard as well. So Jean Klein, 7.5 out of 10. Ruan Orkia, I've gone for a 9 out of 10 for Ruan Orkia. I thought Ruan Orkia was absolutely class. He was, you know what, no. 9 out of 10 is going to be for some of the other guys. 8.5 out of 10 for Ruan Orkia. But a season for me is a 9 out of 10 for the whole season. He was absolutely incredible this year, and he was massive tonight again. I mean, he's definitely the Springboks' best lock, and he basically never puts a foot wrong. Ever since playing in those two All Blacks games last year, in his debut season for the Springboks, he's been incredible, and he's probably one of the Springboks' most important players right now, and he is the lock going forward. He is the number one lock going forward into 2027 and beyond. He is the future, and I think he honestly could be a future Springbok captain. He had a good game. I've gone for a 7.5 out of 10. He was solid. He got all around the park, did his job very well. I mean, with a performance like that, you can't be giving many people low scores. So I think Siya had a great game, 7.5 out of 10. The way he scrums is incredible on the side there. He just leads from the front. I mean, he's a great player, and he hits those rucks so hard, and he really helps South Africa with that go forward ball. 7.5 out of 10 for him. For me, Franco Mostert had a great game today, 7.5 out of 10 as well. He's an absolute workhorse. He's a beast, and I think he'll be unlucky that he didn't get more game time in this end of year tour. But going forward, he could be a guy that they could be using more often, because I mean, he's been a big piece for the Springboks in past years at the lock or number 7, and he can play both positions very well. But he will have a very important role in the team, whether it's in the number 1 starting team, or off the bench, or in the second team, that the B team, if you can even call it that. He'll have a big role going forward, and he's an incredible player to have in the squad. Jasper Visser, I've gone for an 8.5 out of 10. I thought he was a workhorse. He got around the park so well, and he has just been incredible this year. He's been one of South Africa's best forwards this year, and I think he was unlucky to miss out on that not world player of the year, the world team of the year. He was unlucky to miss out, because he's been incredible, and he's made such an impact every single time he's played. And besides the game where he got a red card earlier in the year, and besides having the injury, as soon as he came back from injury, he was world class. So yeah, it's good to see Jasper Visser back. He's incredible. At number 9, Morne van der Berg, I've gone for an 8 out of 10. I think for these ratings, I rate them against their past performances, and I was very, very pleased and satisfied with the performance he put today. He was physical. He kind of plays a lot like Reinach. Obviously, maybe a bit less speed, but he's explosive, and he's a really good player, and it's good to see him fitting into the mold. I will say, I would like to see Ambrose Papi get a cap going forward. I think he's been class for the Blue Bulls, and I think he really deserves a cap. But those are the two guys I'd like to see play a lot more going forward. So yeah, it was good to see Morne van der Berg get a good game today, and he had a great game. It was good to see him play alongside Sasha and behind a pack like this. For Sasha Ngomezulu, I've gone for a 7.5 out of 10. Remember, I'm rating against their past performances, and I thought he had a great game. There's just some times where I feel like maybe he could have just been a bit more accurate with a few passes or a few kicks or something. But I mean, it's basically an 8 out of 10, but he had a great game today. He had an absolutely incredible game, and he's an incredible player. I mean, with the ball in hand, he's one of the most dangerous players in world rugby, if not the most dangerous right now. So it's good to see him get more game time and get 80 minutes under his belt. I could see that he wasn't used to the 80 minutes because normally Marnie or one of those guys comes on and he was breathing a bit heavy at the end, but he just puts his body on the line. So it's good to see, and yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for him, and he had a great season, and it's good to see his development throughout this year, and he's going to be so important going forward in the years to come. So important. So it's good to see a guy like him playing with confidence and happy to be in the team with a pack like this. So yeah, no, really good for him. Great season from Sasha Feinberg and Ngoma Zulu. At number 11, Kane and Moody, I've gone for an 8 out of 10. A few handling errors, a missed kick, completely missed that one kick, but nonetheless, he's been a threat wherever he's been on the field, and he's been extremely dangerous this year. On the wing, in the centres, wherever. You can put him wherever and he'll play. You can put him on the flank as well and he'd play. He's physical, he's dominant on the field, and he's class, and he's extremely dangerous. And having him alongside the likes of Andre Estes and Dale Lindy and Ethan Hooker, that's just trouble for any other team they play against. So yeah, great game for him. At number 12, Andre Esterhuizen, I've gone for a 9 out of 10. I thought this is one of Andre Esterhuizen's best performances in a Springbok jersey, and he hasn't actually had a bad game at all this year, and I think he really is making a case for a starting jersey, even though they do seem very happy with the likes of Dale Lindy and Creel, but seeing Dale Lindy and Andre Esterhuizen together today, they looked very comfortable, so it's going to be interesting selection-wise going forward. So yeah, for him, 9 out of 10. Man of the match and well deserved. So for Dale Lindy, playing in the 13 jersey for the first time in a very long time, I've gone for a 7.5 out of 10. I thought he had a great game. He was solid today. And yeah, he looked comfortable next to Estays, and he's been looking comfortable next to any player he's played against this year. So 7.5 for me. He's had a great season. He's one of the key guys, one of the key glue guys in his backline for the Springboks. Now to number 14, Ethan Hooker. I've gone for a 8 out of 10 for Ethan Hooker. I know he didn't get the ball that much, but he was extremely dangerous every time he had the ball. Some incredible finishes, very good under the high ball, and he's looking a lot more like a world-class wing than I ever thought he could be, because I mean, I've known him for a while now, and I've seen him playing from high school, and he is such a good centre, and I really, really hope that the Sharks can play him at 13 alongside Esterhuizen, because that could honestly be a centre pair that could take them far this year. I honestly feel like if you have a good centre pair, you can go very far in competitions like the URC. So they have high quality outside backs as well. They're like Edward van der Merwe and Mapimpi and Fussy at fullback. So it'll be good to see those two next to each other at the Sharks. I mean, they already have good wings, and Ethan Hooker is a natural centre, so that would be incredible to see. He's already so comfortable in the outside channel. Having him at 13, I think, could really help develop his game, and he's already quality under the high ball and quality on the defense, and he wins his collisions one-on-one. So I think seeing him at 13 for the Sharks would be massive. Now, Damien Willemse, I've gone for 8.5 out of 10. I thought he was incredible. He has been my backline player of the year for the Springboks this year. He has been so good. And I really, really wish the nominees came out this week for the World Player of the Year, because I really think he would be a nominee. I really think he would be nominated, because he has been so good this year. And it's so good to see a guy like him, the best schoolboy rugby player I've ever seen in my life. It's good to see a guy like that really living up to the potential. I mean, he's already won 2 World Cups. He's already lived up to it. And he's only just getting started, which is extremely exciting to see. So it's good to see him on the form that he is. 8.5 for him. Bonge Benambi, I've gone for a 7 out of 10. Solid performance off the bench. His lineouts look good. It was good to see him back in the jersey, and hopefully he can stay there a bit longer. Maybe third choice going forward. But yeah, it was good to see him back, and he'll be very, very, very motivated to have a good season this year for the Sharks, so he can get back in the mould. Zachary Porton as well, 7 out of 10. Asanati Slabokanya, 7 out of 10. That whole bench front row, 7 out of 10. Thought they were solid when they came on. Scrums were good. Set piece was good. Just good to see guys like that get game time. Asanati and Zachary Porton. They can have a long career in the Springbok jersey, and they're just getting started. Especially Zachary Porton, very young guy, and it's good to see a guy like him, under 20 captain, so he is a leader. And he just seems like a leader when he's on the field as well. He just seems like a composed player, and it's really good to see guys like that play. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Ibn Etzebeth, I've gone for a 4 out of 10. I really, really believe that was one of the most unnecessary red cards I've seen in a long time. And it was a deserved permanent red card, and he'll probably get a ban. I don't know what's happening with him. His performances have been slacking recently. Let's be honest about that. His performances have been slacking, and he needs to lift up his game, because the likes of Ruan Orkia, Jean Klein, Franco Mostert, Lodiach, Ruan Orkia, all putting massive shifts in, and yeah. I don't know. He's still the guy. He's still going to be the guy that's going to start the big games, but he just hasn't had that same imposing impact this year, and he hasn't been that same imposing physical figure. So he's going to have to do something now in his little off season he gets now, and he's going to have to come back firing because he is one of South Africa's most important players if they want to win the next World Cup. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him and how he goes about his next few months and how he bounces back next year. But I think this is one of his weaker seasons. As a massive, even it's a bit fan, I really thought this was one of his weaker seasons, discipline wise, like penalties, physicality wise, dominance wise. I think he can be better, and I'm looking forward to see how he bounces back. I know he probably didn't do that on purpose because he's not that kind of player, but let's just hope that the ban isn't too long. But yeah, unfortunate that. Marco van Staden, 7 out of 10. He was very solid when he came on, some big hits as well. Massive impact. He's an absolutely incredible player, and it's good to have guys like that. I mean, the fact that guys like him aren't getting that much game time is just incredible because it just shows the depth in the Springbok team. Same for Ben Jason Dixon, 7 out of 10. I thought he had a good impact today off the bench. He had a really good impact, and it was good to see him play with some confidence and see him back in the team. And it's going to be interesting to see how those Stormers guys play together. I mean, Stormers have an incredible team this year. With the likes of Reinach, Sasha, Damian Willemse, Ben Jason Dixon, then you have the likes of Zachary Porton as well. And you have a lot of the Totoku Chunu, some really good players in that team. So it's going to be interesting to see how those guys fit back into that mold. I'm going to look forward to see what Ben Jason Dixon can offer this year in the URC, as well as Zachary Porton. I'm very excited to see those guys play, and I'm really excited to see Reinach and Sasha and Damian Willemse. They've been the glue guys in the backline this year for the Springboks, so it's going to be really interesting to see those guys play together in a Stormers jersey and a very strong Stormers team as well. So yeah, happy to see Ben Jason Dixon back, and I would like to see the likes of Elrich Lowe, Hanekom, and Evan Rus get some caps next year. But I will be doing a video on the young guys, the under 25 guys, and maybe some of the guys that missed out this year, so stay tuned for that as well. Number 22, Kwagga Smith, I've gone for a 7.5 out of 10. I thought he was solid. He's always solid when he comes onto the field, and yeah, massive. He always makes a massive impact, and he's just so explosive, and he's really, the last few weeks, just proved why he needs to be there. I mean, the one game, I think it was France, he didn't get picked, and then the game after Italy and then Ireland, it really showed why he needs to be there on the bench and why he will be there going forward. I mean, I don't know how much time he's got left in his career. He's probably going to be one of the guys that looks they might move out after the next World Cup, but he's going to be very, very important going into the next 2 years, especially next year with the Nations Series Cup, I think it's called, where we play England and Scotland and Wales at home, and then Italy, France, and Ireland away. And then obviously the next year the World Cup. So that's going to be very interesting to see what they do with the squad next year. It's going to be very fun, I think, especially with the 3 All Blacks games at home. Now for Kobus Reinach as well, I've gone for a 7.5 out of 10. He was solid when he came on. He has been world class this year, and it's good to see a guy like him get more game time, and he is just aging like fine wine. So yeah, it's good to see a guy like him playing, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in a Stormers jersey. He's become one of my favourites this year. And from the beginning of the year till now, he's been one of the major improved players as well, especially speed around the park, speed off the base, speed getting the ball out, box kicks, sharp, some great tries as well. His confidence is showing, and it's very, very important for the Springboks. He's been a game changer. So, yeah, guys, that's my player ratings for Springboks versus Wales. A record defeat for Wales at home. Some massive performances from the Springboks. They'll be extremely happy with that going forward. Looking to build onto that next year. And yeah, guys, we will be doing a lot more videos going forward based on the 2025 season reviews for the international teams and the 2025 player ratings, the entire season's player ratings for the Springboks as well and other teams. So stay tuned. And if you feel like supporting the channel, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee account you can see in my bio. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.